Welcome to That's Not Cinema. This episode will be about Uncut Gems, a movie I love, and the person I have on the other line I think likes it. Um, I'm your host, Jeffrey Hemingway, and I am joined by a very special guest. Her name is Rachel. You want to say hi, Rachel?
Yes. Yo, hi everyone. Yes, I'm a very special guest. This is my bro, Jeffrey. I really appreciate you bringing me on your podcast today.
I appreciate you coming.
Just a little background. We've known each other forever. He's actually the godfather to my firstborn. But yes, I'm Rachel, half owner of our Project 84, based down here in South Florida, ready to assist in all your interior, exterior needs. Check us out on Instagram, project_84.
All right, cool. Take it away, Marty.
Value of a film that's like a theme park film, for example, the Marvel type pictures, where the theaters become amusement parks. That's a different experience. And it's not even. I was saying earlier, it's not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else. Not cinema. It's something else.
All right, so Uncut Gems. Let me go through the info real quick. All right, directed by the Safdie brothers, written by the Safdie brothers and Ronald Braunstein, starring Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, Julia Fox, and Kevin Garnett. Runtime of 135 minutes. Released in theaters Christmas Day 2019. Released in streaming February 25th, 2020. Distributed by A24. Reportedly cost $19 million. Box office of 100. Yeah. Oh, not 100. $50 million, which is actually pretty good.
50, yeah.
And then, yeah, it's like 50 plus or whatever, but like 50 million.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes score. Rotten Tomatoes, which means everything and nothing at the same time. Critics scored it 92%, and audiences scored it 52%, which I don't even understand. Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh, okay.
What do you care about Rotten Tomatoes? Like, do you look at it when like you want to watch a movie and whatnot?
No, honestly, I'm just a trailer type of person. Let me check out the trailer.
Okay.
Let me see how it's making me feel, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, yeah. So you're more organic. Like you see the trailer and then it's okay. I'm in.
It's, you know.
Okay. No, I get it.
I've saw like some amazing movies, and I've gone and read, through or reviews, and mind blown. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
What? So let me check it out for myself.
Yeah, that's the way you should do it.
Right, but this is just a question and a question. Wasn't this Kevin Garnett's debut acting debut?
Yeah, it was.
Nice. I enjoy watching him, honestly. It was like watching cliche, but watching LeBron and Trainwreck. You were kind of like, you knew he was going to be there, but he looked really good. It was organic. It was really like, wow, like he didn't overstep it. It was him. I loved it. I loved Kevin Garnett. He was cute. So I'm sorry. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. Let me read the summary for the movie.
Right.
Okay. From acclaimed filmmakers Josh and Benny Safdie comes an electrifying crime thriller about Howard Ratner, played by Adam Sandler, a charismatic New York City jeweler always on the lookout for the next big score. When he makes a series of high-stakes bets that could lead to the windfall of a lifetime, Howard must perform a precarious high-wire act balancing business, family, and encroaching adversaries on all sides in his relentless pursuit for the ultimate win. What were your expectations headed into the movie?
Honestly, it's Adam Sandler, so I'm a low key fan of his, high key. So in every movie, even if he's played a more emotionally grasping role,
yeah,
it's like it's always been like, all right, cool. But so it was always funny. It was always funny is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
And so I expected some funny, some, wit, because it's Adam Sandler. I was like, all right, well, I know it's going to probably be a funny one. It's definitely how they put the trailer out there. But then when I saw those things in his mouth, the prosthetic teeth,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're actually getting into a roll here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so and we saw the more action, but you saw he just did semi-action in that Netflix movie he released. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, semi-action, but it's gonna be funny.
Right.
So I walked in like action, funny, Adam Sandler. Bam, that's what I'm coming to watch. What did you think? Because I mean, like, what were like? Did you kind of feel the same way? I mean, it's Adam Sandler, right?
No, okay. So I listen to like a ton of podcasts, and so I listen to a lot of movie podcasts, and so I was hearing about it like coming up, and then the Safdie brothers who directed this, they directed a movie in 2017 called Good Time with Robert Pattinson. And that was like, a super serious, intense type of movie. So I'm like, all right, I know what type of movie they make. And then I'm like, okay.
Because I was just going to ask you to give me a little history of those guys. Unfortunately, I'm not too familiar with
that's cool.
Good Times movie.
They're fairly new. They've made like a handful, like maybe, I think this is probably like their fourth movie, but I think this is their fourth one in like, with a bigger budget. They've usually made like small budget stuff.
Ah, nice.
And then this is like the biggest budget they had, so obviously they can get a bigger star in like an Adam Sandler. So yeah, but they make like most of their movies are like super, super kind of intense, anxiety-ridden kind of movies. That's like their that's the language they speak,
okay.
So heading in, I kind of was already prepared for that, but I was still like, all right, but maybe it'll be like, I was kind of with you, like maybe it'll be funny because like why else would you get Adam Sandler?
Right.
but he's done like a few serious roles in his career. It's rare, but he's done them. So I'm like, okay, well maybe they're pulling out some, vintage like Adam Sandler stuff, and that's kind of what they did. Because when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh, he's not really being funny.
Right.
like it wasn't really being funny, except for like that one part when they were in the back of the car, and then he was like, the one dude was like, you got your backyard redone. He's like, I don't know, I don't, I was like, okay, that's classic Adam Sandler. So but I went in, I was like, okay, I know I like these. I was like, I know I like these directors. I'm just like you. I'm an Adam Sandler fan.
Right.
And then also KG, like
KG, like, and then you had Lakeith in there.
You had Lakeith in there, who's like in everything I've seen. I love him.
Right. Every movie with him. So I was like, okay, you like are really grabbing some people
for sure. I'm like the cast.
Even the one girl, Idina is her name. I feel like I've seen her in
Idina
some other
Menzel.
movies, more comedy. Right, but more comedy, correct? She does a little bit more.
She's done comedy. I mean, she's probably most famous now for she plays Elsa in Frozen.
Elsa, yes. Yeah. Wow, Rachel. Wow. Yeah. Okay, but so it was okay, cool. So,
so she's been, and then she's also in Rent. I don't know if you remember watching Rent.
Rent.
Yeah.
Wow, the movie back. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't like completely watch it, but you can't be a part of culture.
Of course,
dabbled in Rent. Like what?
It was it 500.
Go hide away under. Where is it? 100 minutes.
Yeah, everybody knew that.
What? I want to know. Okay, it's not about Rent right now.
Yeah, it's not about Rent right now. No, but Idina Menzel was in it, and I was happy.
I'm over here, like, got the hands in the air. I was doing the choreography and everything. But so she was in that movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So that's some good history.
Yeah, so the cast, I was like, I like the directors, I like the cast, and then the trailer got me. So I was like, they just sold the ticket. They got me.
I'm buying it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm buying it. I'm gonna go to the movies and I'm gonna go see it. That was you.
Yeah, that was me. And I was excited
Alright.
because it didn't come out till fucking Christmas, so I was like anticipating it.
Right?
You know, it was like one of the last ones because I was trying to like make my top 10 list or whatever, but it was like one of the last ones I needed to see, and I was like, God
It
damn,
was
I need
like,
this movie to hurry up and come out. So like, I needed to
like,
see
is
that
it
one.
coming out? Would
and,
you be mad if I told you like
what?
I saw the movie the beginning of this year?
No, not at all.
Okay,
I'm
I
like
was
not
like,
surprised by that because like
I
so
was
much other
like,
stuff comes out on Christmas too, and then it's Christmas Day, so like you doing family
and
stuff, you know.
these two babies and their dad's a baby, so that's like three babies. Like,
Yeah,
how can I take all three of us to the movies?
No,
But
I get it.
I saw it.
Well,
It was lots of movies.
let's get into that. Kind of set the scene. What was your
Right.
experience watching it?
Right. So, like I said, I most recently watched it this year, home in the comfort of my abode. And it was just one of those, because honestly, what we've been doing, like I told you with the kids, as much as I want to bring them to the theater, and then everything else is going on, I'm like, yo, I see the movie, and I'm always, I kept telling myself, like, because I think they released it, like, on the thing of probably, like, 3 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to watch the movie, and ironically, it was a time where I was able to just sit and watch it. But I didn't even watch it straight through. It took me 2 days to watch the movie.
So wait, so where'd you stop?
So I stopped at not before he was in the. Did he pause that spring already? No, I feel like it was before Kevin came in. It was before Kevin was introduced, but I feel like he was introduced very soon into the character, into the movie.
Yeah, it was kind of.
That's what it was. I stopped once they agreed Kevin's going to give him the ring.
And then he'll take the stone. Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah,
that's a pretty good.
Then
That's a pretty good place to stop.
Yeah, it was like around that way because, that's where I thought. Where did you watch it?
Okay, so I went to the theater. Like I was saying earlier, I saw it. 'Cause it was coming out Christmas, so I went Christmas Eve.
You could have just invited me. I could have just dodged the people.
You know what it was? It was last minute because there were 2 movies that were coming out Christmas that I wanted to see: Little Women and Uncut Gems. And so I knew I was going to go see Little Women Christmas morning. So I went to go see Uncut Gems Christmas Eve. And like the earliest viewing they had was like at 6.
This was like gift to myself.
Yeah, when I wish I was like that. But it was like a bunch of people and I was like, God damn it. Cuz I like to have the theater to myself. And it was just like way too many people. And I ended up sitting by these 2 old ladies who were talking the whole time. I was so annoyed. Luckily, I was so engaged into the movie that it didn't take me out too much. But one of the old ladies, her phone started ringing, and she had like one of the big purses, and she didn't know where the phone was.
No, one that it took like a whole 30 minutes just to.
It was like a whole minute 30, and she was trying to find this damn phone, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding.
And it sounds like she's digging in a whole
I'm just
toolbox. Like, come on, Nana.
I mean, but it was like at a slow part, so it wasn't like, I didn't miss anything, so it wasn't too bad. But
he was just having a conversation with you.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's how I saw it, and I'm glad I saw it in theaters because it was like I was super anxious watching this movie. The tension.
Well, why would you say that? Well, because it did. Alan did play this Howard kid was very like what
he made me nervous.
Thought he could do something that was like, it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah. You want him to make the good decision, and then he doesn't make the good decision.
And he's like, nope, I'm going to. Oh my goodness, this guy's fucking crazy. I think it's the teeth in his mouth. Howard's crazy, but yeah, he was a definitely intense creature.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a perfect segue, because my tweet review for it was, I don't know if a movie has ever manufactured the height of tension and anxiety to the point where I'm clutching my seat the entire way. Uncut Gems,
wow.
what a ride! The Safdie brothers are brilliant. Julia Fox is a breath of fresh air, and Adam Sandler was transcendent. That was like me coming straight out the theater. That's how I was feeling.
Just walking out the door, opening it, like, because this was amazing.
Yeah.
I think mine was more along the lines like Uncut Gems, must go see. Super cliche, but it's like, so I can hear what you say, and then it opens you up for a conversation.
For sure.
So you saw it? Yeah, I saw it. What did you think? You know, because like I said in the beginning, like, I'm never that person to just read somebody's opinion about the movie, because then if that's the case, then I'm like, look, I want to go see the movie, which sucks. I probably shouldn't be that type of person, but I am, you know? But that was mine, and then it obviously opened up room for people to, or say something like, yeah, it was an awesome movie. Yeah, you thought it was cool. Like, oh, this part. So,
no,
that's a cliche tweet, but we got somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. So you can get into your overall thoughts. Like, what you think of the movie?
Overall thoughts of this movie, honestly. Did this movie make it in time to get nominated for any movie?
It did. It famously got snubbed, which I didn't understand.
It got snubbed?
Yeah, he got snubbed.
Wow.
Like, not even, I thought at least Sandler should have got nominated for Best Actor. Like, I don't think he should have won, but I think he definitely should have got nominated.
Yeah, at least nominated. Yeah.
They didn't even give him
So he
that.
didn't get nominated, nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think he ended up winning. He won like a Spirit Award for Best Actor. But that's like, it's like an offshoot awards thing. It's not like the Oscars.
It's not like the best. Like even like the SAG would have did some type of justice. Okay.
Yeah, I don't even think he got nominated for that.
What? Wow. So that's basically my overall thought. Like, the movie definitely, he should have been nominated for an award. The award whole industry sucks monkey balls, and it's a lot of movies that we've seen over the years that were like, what the hell?
For sure.
But I mean, he really, I agree with how you reviewed his character, like we were saying earlier, like the intensity of him. There's times, because I'm a female watching the movie, I put my mind into both aspects. I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? And then there's times where I'm sitting here saying this, and then I'm like, and I feel myself like, oh man, I feel bad for you. And then I'm like, you know what, fuck you. You just, you know, like, he was literally all over the place.
He was a roller coaster ride himself.
Yeah, so that's why and I feel, wow, that you say he's a roller coaster ride, and funny enough, roller coasters eventually stop.
Yeah.
And in some aspects, this is what happened with this movie's ending, but you know, we'll get there. But yeah, the movie was really good. It was a really good movie. Like I said, it took me 2 days, but not like, oh. And when I finished, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, good movie.
Right, like even though it took you 2 days, like, you still wanted to go back and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, you wanted to finish.
Definitely. This is something like, listen, kids, you're gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go over there, and that's that. Mommy's watching this movie today. But yeah, I definitely watched it the next day, and yeah, like I said, the ending was like, oh, this is crazy. This was crazy. I honestly think that was probably one of, I don't want people to feel that, one of the best moments for me. How the ending went out. It wasn't like this prolonged where we're sitting here wondering about certain characters, because the characters that they left, I don't give two craps about that.
Yeah, right.
All the important ones, you know, it's either we know what happened or, yeah, we know what happened.
Yeah.
So that ending was like, wow, like, boom, you're dead. Oh, crap. Whoa.
So you would say, so that's your best moment?
It was, because it was like intense. It was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, crap. Well, he's dead.
Son of a bitch! Honor! I can't fucking believe it! What? What the fuck did you just do?
And then the way I love the way how they kind of manipulated you, right? Like because he wins the bet, and
The
you're like,
bet, he wins
yeah,
even how he goes about this with everything going on when they come in here, how he gets the doors to rob, what's the family, the guy,
oh,
uh,
Arno,
Arno.
yeah, I guess he
Him
was
and
like
his
his
two,
brother-in-law or something.
brother-in-law, because the dad was there, like,
Yeah,
like that other scene was funny too, when Adam had his dad to bet on
yeah,
that
yeah,
damn. Also, he's like, that's too. So they split. Well, the Jewish, they got money. See, then you start to think, like, what the fuck? Like, do you guys really do shit like
Mm-hmm.
this? Like, that was an intense moment. But I mean, that was a crazy movie. Those freaking that ending, because if you think about it, like you were saying. He's not here. He's like, I'm going to make this bet. Like, it's so much going on.
Yeah.
And in the process of everything, I feel like, okay, movies don't do that. Movies don't fall in favor of the characters like that. Because this whole entire time we're sitting in a chair like, this is impossible. You're betting on them getting the ball in the beginning of the game. You're betting on him just doing, like, you're doing a lot. And then you've, and not only this, if these guys come through this door, all hell's about to break loose. Julia's 2 seconds of being raped from the dude on the airplane. It's like, it was so much going on for it to just boom, close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like he got hit
probably
with like
watch one of them.
It's like he got hit with like a hard dose of reality, Like this was all this was eventually going to catch up to him. But in the moment you feel like, oh shit, he finally won. Like he finally hit it.
He's gonna just boom, and that's it. But you just yesterday were trying to go back to your wife, and now that you got this money, you're telling her, "I'm gonna suck this shit." See, you know what, Howard? You're a fuck up, bro. You're a fuck up.
Yeah. But you love him. But you still love him. You know what I mean? Like you still want to root for him.
Yes. I think I inwardly shed a tear when the bullet went through his head. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that definitely shocked me. I did not see that. I don't know how I didn't see it coming, but I didn't see it coming. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, no, that threw me off.
That was
that part. But I loved it because it's like, just like you said, we didn't expect it. It's so much going on. He's in the heights, so probably they could have literally written this movie for an extra 15.
Yeah.
Howard decided to say, you know what, fuck his wife seriously, move somewhere to another country with, it could have been a nice story or something because now he could. But they were like, no, we gave him so many chances throughout this movie to get his shit together. You've always had it. Obviously, he's always had it.
Yeah.
And each time you fucked up or you've done something and you just put yourself in a bigger hole, now that you got it, you really don't. Bye.
Yeah, it's like that. Sometimes when you win, you lose. That's kind of how it felt for me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat yourself. You say when it's like what?
It's like sometimes when you win, you actually lose.
Like, yeah. Yeah, because it played parts in it. You know what else was a funny? We're sitting here talking about characters the weekend. That was just acting. Like, was that his acting debut too? Right?
I think so.
Or was he done? He's done a cameo. I believe
He's probably done like some cameos here or there, but not that I can honestly remember.
Right, side talking to the movie.
Yeah. He still had his hair.
Yeah, he did, right? So they made this movie a while ago because he had like the other hair.
Yeah.
The like other weekend hair. So this movie's been made, or maybe they already put his part together. But like sidetrack, because I'm gonna get back to the weekend. But I read this shit about Cameron like dissing. I don't know if it was the writers or it was somebody saying that they were trying to give him a rack ass role or something like that. He was supposedly supposed to be in this movie.
Really?
Uncut Gems. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So I'll send you that info through, like, when I was like, what, dude, get out of here. Like, at the end of the day, don't get me wrong, you've done some awesome ass, like, But I mean, even if it would have been a dope, even if it was like a Shangy cameo, dude, you're in a movie that, as in seeing people, it's a really, honestly, I feel like this is one, like, you put, if we started to print out the DVDs, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we got our DVDs back, because I don't think anybody does that anymore, you put that shit there and you're like, yeah, Uncut Gems. Pull it out when my son gets like 15, so you know he'll probably be jacking his dick by then. Let's watch Uncut Gems, son. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Cameron, he fucked himself up over that. Back to the Weeknd. Yes, the Weeknd. He was funny. Like I was like, this is a quirky ad to put him in there.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that guy, Abel? What did you feel about Abel?
Yeah, so that's see, you're like actually good at this, 'cause that's a perfect segue. That was one of my contenders for my favorite scenes, is the fight scene between him and Howard.
Julia, you in there?
Yo, I said you hold the door, bro.
Open up the door.
Yo, someone's in here. Get the fuck
Shut the fuck up!
Give me 1 second, okay? Washing my hands.
Open up!
Jesus. Howard, we're just doing coke. Nothing happened.
Okay, cool.
Like, I thought that was amazing, because because obviously it starts with him and then, you know, Weeknd and Julia in the bathroom or whatever, and then Howard's like, "Yo, where is she?" And then the one dude's like, he trying not to tell him, but then he like, "Hey man, between me and you, she went to the bathroom." You know what I'm saying? And then he just bust in there, and then he just put his hands on Weeknd like he can just put his hands on the Weeknd.
He's like, the Weeknd, fuck this dude. And that's what I thought was cute. Like, I was like cute, but it was funny too. Like, that was a funny moment for Adam Sandler. You know, like, okay, yeah, like, it's the Weeknd. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to beat him. But, you know, I can hear him saying that, like, yo, let's make it where we beat the Weeknd up. And I was like, what? Like, trust me, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. And it's like, they are really up here fighting. He's like, get your shit and get out. I'm like, now you know, but yeah, that was one of your favorite scenes.
Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite scenes. That whole kind of club part.
I would say it was in the top 5. That whole
for sure. That whole because I think my favorite scene honestly is the fight between Howard and Lakeith playing Damani.
Why the fuck are you here if you don't have the opal, man?
Same fucking reason as everybody else is. See the fucking Weeknd perform.
That is the Weeknd.
You got a problem with that?
I got a very big problem with that man. Hey, we came here for one fucking reason, to get the fucking home.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Calm your ass down. Fuck you think this is? You good?
I'm good.
Just how like
wait, which one?
that was right before. No, it was right before the Weeknd started performing, and then he's like, "Yo, where's the opal?" Because they had went to the practice facility, and he kind of stranded him.
Okay.
And then he's like, "All right, I'll meet you at the club. I got the opal." And then he's like, "Yo, where the fuck is my opal?" And he's like, "Nah, KG still got it." And he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "If KG got it, why the fuck are you here?"
Right. He's like, what the fuck? No, I thought you were saying the other scene when he came and tried to get him. Well, he eventually obviously got his thing rolling. Where the fucking watch is that, man? Let's get you the money.
Oh yeah, when he pours what did he put? What did he pour in the fish tank? I forgot what he poured in the fish tank.
Some Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's
I can't believe that was fucking Kool-Aid, bro. He fucking gave the dude Kool-Aid to pour. I'm about this. I'm like, wow, okay, I see you guys. I'm watching.
No, that was a funny one. No, but the way just how intense, and Lakeith was like this throughout the whole movie, where it's like you didn't know whether to trust him or can you trust him, and then sometimes he came through, and it was like, but how intense he got. He was like, "Yo, nigga, who the fuck you think you talking to?" And he tensed up on him. I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, it's about to go down.
Yeah, and then his boys rose up behind him, and he was like, "Nah, we cool."
Yeah.
And then he just went to dancing to the Weeknd, and I was just like, "Yo, this motherfucker not playing."
Oh wow! You know what? That was a decent thing. I wouldn't say that's my favorite. I would one of my favorites. I would agree on the Weeknd fight being one of the top 5. One of my favorite scenes. I don't know. I think it'd probably be when he came to his wife I don't think I have a complete favorite scene, but one of them was when he came to his wife after he just up here like, fuck you, in my house. And he comes to, obviously they sitting over there just and she wearing her little fucking Bart Smith for Sweet 16 or whatever.
I agree 100% with you on this scene. I loved it.
Please. I'm begging you, just give me another shot.
You know what, Howard?
Say yes, what?
I think you are the most annoying person I have ever met. I hate being with you. I hate looking at you. And if I had my way, I would never see you again.
It's because you're mad. You're mad, and it makes sense. You can punch me if you want.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, I was...
He was like, and you could tell, but for me, I felt that Howard was so desperate to be back into something because that's all the choices that he was given. And so much shit's going on and he feel like he's losing his shit. The only thing, I feel like he just came to her on some, and like I told you, I'm a female at the end of the day. But I'm watching it but I'm looking at him and I'm like, Howard, okay, let me see how you come at her.
Right.
Because you come at her correct, I don't see why she won't take you back. You come at her correct. But how he says it, and even though it seems like she looks at him, she's like, you make me fucking sick. And just the way she's saying this shit to him, it's so nonchalant. Like, and I was like, wow. So it's stuff the movie didn't even explain to us about them too. Obviously, they've been going through some shit. How is the fuck up? Because I remember that scene. He goes in there like, oh, come! Remember, he's supposed to put his son to bed.
Yes, yeah.
And I just realized that too. He goes to put his son to bed, and
he's watching the game.
But he's trying to watch the game because it's a bet, and it's those type of moments, in this movie. Obviously, it's placed in the 2010 was placed in the early about 10 years ago. But just moments like that for the character, I feel it was he's a very personable person.
Yeah.
But that scene had to probably be one of my favorites because back again, this manipulative character who I'm like, you're a fuck up. I'm right here on your side, rooting for you to say the right shit to her, rooting for you to, and it just doesn't work out. And it's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it was a really, but I think, you know what though, honestly, my favorite moment, I'm lying. My favorite moment was when he died, when he gets shot. Yeah, that's kind of evil, Vanna.
Yeah. Nah.
No, that ain't exactly.
It's like
but that had to be the.
Yeah, it was leading to that anyway, and it was just like, and for it to still be able to shock you, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, exactly, because I did not expect it. I just knew it was gonna be something else. I don't know, maybe they beat the shit out of him, and then Julia comes, oh Howard, we won, Howard, let's go. Okay, I don't know, it's like, okay, yeah, you want him to ride off in the sunset, bitch. No, not really. Or so, I don't know.
No, I thought. See, I'm right with you. I thought maybe they would have. He finally opens the door. They, punch him in the stomach or whatever. Beat him up a bit, and then it's like, all right, pay me my fucking money. And then that'll be it. You know what I mean? But ultimately, he still won because Julia got away and got the money. But
and got the money.
Nah, they just shot him in the fucking face.
They just said, fuck it. That was intense, right in the face.
Yeah.
You thought he was going to go to the forehead, and then you go down, boom, the camera zooms on him, blood's coming out of his cheek. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, that was...
They got the cheek blood.
Yeah, I think to go back to that, the part where him and Dina are having that conversation, the one thing I loved about that part was the where he was like, he's like, what, you can hit me? You can hit me. You can, and then she throws the fake punch. I was dying laughing. I started dying laughing.
I feel like everybody has been there throughout some type of relationship where
for sure.
Fucking asshole, future fucking stupid ass.
I was like, oh, she a real one. She a real one.
Yeah, no, but that was. I mean, honestly, just even his delivery, like I said, with that scene. Because there was still stuff going. Obviously, there was so much going on. Yeah. The moment, because he would leave one, bitch, why you call me? you call me and you leave me some shit like that.
Oh, right. He was kicking Julia out of the apartment.
I had so many lines. Those. Only thing, that's my favorite line. Only thing I want to hear is, you're out of the house.
I'm trying to have a nice, peaceful dinner with my family, which is something you wouldn't understand because you don't have one. You want to play mind games with me? Huh? So whatever you meant by your little link, I meant when I said I want you out of my apartment tonight. And I want confirmation by text, not a link. Via text, Howie, I am gone. 10 p.m. Don't you fucking call me.
I don't want to hear. I was like, damn, you ain't got no place to go. She ain't got no place to go. But you know how you came at Dina? Come on, give me a chance. Come on, think about it. Come on, think about it. He was like, he don't fucking me. He would have thought like he was a crackhead. The way he was just like, I knew, but think of it, like he felt in that moment he really needed Dina because his side piece just fucked the weekend and was doing coke in the bathroom because that's what he thought. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Fucking whore. Like, damn, like, y'all doing coke, you blow them off and shit. He probably fucked you and you guys were fucking tour buddies. I don't know, but he was like, yeah, that part was that line. I love that one.
Yeah.
Only thing I want to hear is you're out of the fucking house. I think it personally resonated with me a little bit. That's why it was one of my favorites. That was ooh, shit.
I think for me, mine's gonna be a little cliche, but it's from the trailer, right? It's when he's explaining like KG finally buys the Opal after the auction, and then KG's like, "Hey man, just be real with me. Like, what you get out of this?"
Come on, KG, this is no different than that. This is me, all right? I'm not a fucking athlete. This is my fucking way. This is how I win.
And then he starts going on, and he's like, "Look, they downplay you, and they doubt you, and this, that, and the third." But he's like, "This is how I win. This is how I win." And I just love that line because it was like it just summed him up. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, yeah, that's him. Like he's just gonna do whatever it takes, no matter what it cost him or who it cost him. He's trying to win.
Yeah. That's definitely true. I like that one. I mean,
that was my favorite
and
line.
KG, man, I love how they did him in the movie.
He was good. This is okay. So get into KG because now I want to hear what your favorite performance was.
Yeah, KG. You know what I think? I think because there were so many moments, but which had to be. Oh yeah, when he came back, like, cause he was always there, but how he came, why are you playing with me, man? Come on. I was like, okay, so I feel like they said, okay, we're gonna let you improv a little bit. You do your thing. We're gonna trust your instincts. You know what I'm saying? And even how, because did they use actual interview footage from those years, or that was?
No, that was the actual game from the 2012 playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's cool how they kind of merged it in together. But I mean, the fact that like he really wanted that Opal.
Yeah, he did.
He really wanted that
first
Opal.
night. He got that first night and then he balled out.
And he balled out. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is it." And then it's like, every character is different, but that was. In certain aspects, his kryptonite. For Howard, kryptonite is just betting on it. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was, I'm going to bet on the relationship. I'm going to bet on the money. That's his kryptonite. Kevin found this Opal through this guy. Mm-hmm. But I'm pausing, Jack. That beginning, though, because I thought I was about to see some Black Diamond type of movie at first. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It did start it started like we were watching like Blood Diamond.
Because prior to the beginning of the Blood Diamond, the beginning of the Blood Diamond, I was like, am I watching? It's this one movie. I feel like then no, not just it was this movie, some type of scientific. Because you see how the camera drops down,
Yeah.
obviously into the colon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah, it was definitely a strange
really,
start. Yeah, I can see how you were probably
because,
like, am I watching the right movie?
and even the ending. But then once you okay, but yeah, that was the Kevin and that Opal's relationship was pretty intense.
Yeah, he was Kevin. He had a contender for me for favorite line. Just to go back a bit, when he was it was right when that part that you're saying. He was like, why are you playing with me? But he was like, it was when he says, you say no to everything, just say yes to something.
You down like they said.
No to everything. I say yes to something. I want to.
Yes. He was like, cause he like, come on, Howard, man, I'll give you. He said 70, but this is worth, so he said, but like, I just want the Opal. Yeah, I remember that part. He's like, what? Yeah, because then he eventually buys the Opal from him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he eventually gets it. Yeah, he was, so a little backstory on how KG got the role. So he wasn't even the first choice. Funny enough, it was going to be Kobe.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because Kobe had just retired and he wanted to get into movies and into film and everything. So they started to write the movie. They've been writing this movie for about 10 years, but they started to, once they heard Kobe was interested, they started to cater it towards Kobe. And then they got like a year in, and then he backed out, and then that's when he made his short that he won the Oscar for. So they were like, all right, now we got to find somebody else. So then they started to go to Amari, because Amari was getting into the whole Israelite thing, and they was like, all right, we can kind of merge that from him coming. Maybe he visited Africa, and then that's why the opal means something to him. But then Amari fell out.
Oh well.
And then they went.
Wait,
to,
Amari Hardrick?
No, Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, Stoudemire. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Amari, because they need the basketball player.
Yeah.
Oh, where's that guy been at? What has he been doing?
I think he's been playing. I think he did the Big Three. Ice Cube's basketball league.
Oh, yeah, he was playing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did that last year. He tried to get back in the league, but nobody picked him up. I mean, he's old at this point. So.
Yeah. That's the big okay, but so
Amari
was
they
a
tried.
no-go.
Yeah, they tried Amari, and Amari was a no-go. So then they went, okay, let's try active players, and then they went Joel Embiid, and it was Joel Embiid for like a while. But then at that point they didn't have Sandler yet, and then that kept getting pushed back for scheduling, and then the season started, and so they couldn't use Embiid because the season was starting. So like, all right, I guess we'll go back to the retired players list. And then that's when they got to KG. So it went through a couple players before they got to. So he
went through a few through a few hoops.
Yeah, they went through a couple players.
And then it was like, but honestly, I can't see anybody else because in the beginning I was like, and I don't even know if the trailer I saw had KG in it. Maybe it did. I probably didn't pay enough attention because those teeth.
Yeah,
that was not.
Oh no! Yeah, he was.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, KG was in the trailer. He wasn't in it a lot. It was
right.
The clip
he probably
from
did
the interview.
Like a 5 second.
Yeah, they showed the clip from the interview where he's just kind of looking at the screen.
Right. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe it's some type of But as he started, because just like I was telling you, a train wreck with LeBron. Once LeBron comes in the camera, okay. I see LeBron acting. You know what I mean? Like, I see him acting. So I forcefully had to watch myself in a sense. But as I just was like, all right, it's not a basketball. It's not, just listening. I was like, okay. As it started to, I'm speaking on the train wreck movie. As it started to go, you got to see her. I was like, okay, I loved it. Yeah. And that's just how it was with Kevin Garnett. Now, these were their roles were completely different.
For sure.
With Kevin Garnett, they know he's a cool dude. He got his backup dudes with him. We coming in the jeweler. We know this ain't the average jeweler. They really had his character addressed to him personally in certain aspects. Because then again, let's not take from Kevin. Kevin probably don't even have niggas like that now. Let's be honest.
At this point, yeah,
maybe
he's OG status, so it's like you don't really gotta walk around.
You know
with
what I'm
protection.
saying? Right. But we never know. Even when he was out there, he probably had Rick, Tiger, and Jane with him. You know, we never fucking know. You know, but the thing is, he had this whole character, and I was just like, okay, it's Kevin Costner. But it was so organic from the moments where he just, because I'm thinking about stuff like, these how freaking athletes are. They see something that they feel makes them better, do something, they just go for it. And the fact he dove into his character, and it was always him. It was always Kevin Garnett, but he made it very polished.
The Safdie brothers, they're actually pretty famous for being able to work with non-actors and getting good performances out of them. So it was like a match made in heaven for them to get KG and have him act as natural as possible, because they even loosened the reins a bit on the script. Like they kind of like, all right, here's the gist of it, KG. If you can if you can get it to sound like you, we good.
Like I was saying earlier, we're gonna let you improv because I felt like that moment where he was like, "Why are you playing with me, Howard?" Like I felt like that was him. That was totally Kevin. You know what I'm saying? And it was like even moments where he just was like, "I need this man," because you could see him like get into the mode, but then he'll just come back down like, "Okay, Howard, come on, let's." You know, it was like, "All right, you see." So it was a polished Kevin, but I enjoyed it. I would love to see him do more roles. I would love to see all of them, like, you know, the ones that are starting to transit into different things, retirement and stuff like that. But that was such a cool role. Like, I feel like if I was a daughter of his or a family member or something like that, to see that role the way it is, because we've seen some horrible ass athlete roles, action debuts, where it was like, stay in the closet. but to think about it, the fact that we know this movie should have been nominated for way more higher tier awards, and Kevin, you're in that group of people. Ride this wave, dude. Ride this freaking wave.
For sure.
And you know, if there's others, I enjoy him. I really enjoy watching him. Because you know what too, I believe, because think about it, like I think he's like the second one when it comes to mainstream movies in the past few years that are like, all right, let's do something. I don't know. I don't want to like overstep and lie, but
no, I think so. I mean, it's LeBron, and I think it's been like him. I haven't known any other athletes that are like, at least I mean, as far as like basketball players that have gotten into you know.
Because there's so much about quote unquote branding, you know, branding and all this other stuff and blah blah blah.
But I guess do you count Kyrie? He did the Uncle Drew movie.
You know what? No, yes, Kyrie, Uncle Drew. That's like one of my. I love that movie. It's so cute. Like on a day where you smoke the blunt and just be chilling and eat popcorn. Let's watch it.
It was bad.
It's cute. So like when it was bad, but still it was like for me because like I got to see all like even Shaq like
shit, how we forget about Shaq? Shaq too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Shaq was back then. Shaq was in the 19.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying right now, but Shaq, we love you though. But I'm saying though, like with that Uncle Drew movie, like it's like, you know what, Shaq, but Shaq is irrelevant for days and days to come. No, relevant. I didn't say irrelevant. I said relevant for days and days.
Yeah,
to come,
I don't know. He's going to be everywhere. Like it's not, you know.
Exactly, but no, like, and but back to it. Like at the end of the day, like this is, you know, he's the second one, and I think to myself like, well, why, you know, and there's probably a lot of like a lot of obstacles and like I said, branding and things like that. But I did enjoy that. I did enjoy seeing.
I think
him.
It helped. I think it helped that he's retired, so it's not like he had to worry about what was being, you know what I mean, like it being rated R. Not even that. I'm talking like as far as you saying with the branding, like he didn't have to worry about but what about the kids? You know what I'm saying? Like he's already gone and retired, so he could do something.
Look at freaking Trainbread. LeBron was still playing that movie.
That's true.
Yeah, that's wide open. Like, I need to find the right one to get in this hole.
That's true.
I remember. That's like one of my favorite girl movies. She is something
No,
else.
Trainwreck is great. I love Trainwreck.
Right? Like,
You know who was
when
also
you see
good in
that one-
Trainwreck? John Cena.
Who? John John Cena has been my dude from like Daddy's Home. Like, this dude, not Daddy's Home because that's freaking what's it called? But John Cena. And just the way he's up here all bulked up, like, yeah. But that's just how yeah. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna have a little baby. You know, that one sex scene had me throw. She's like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? You're
Trainwreck is low key great. Like that movie.
You're right. What? Yo, Jonathan was like, you gotta stop smoking weed. She's like, okay. I swear, I felt like that was me at that time. You say what? You don't have kids. I have 2 kids, guys, and I'm like halfway down the line. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like life happens.
But yeah, that was. But think about even how LeVar would like. Remember, like it was this one scene in that movie where like she was just talking to him, and no, not even that scene. Remember, he was like, he came in on Bill Mayer, like talking to her, and like they're talking about something, and he insinuated like, "Oh, y'all better get some." Just the way he was like being so big, quirky ass down, but it was cute. It's funny. I like seeing him.
Yeah. I'm excited
you're
for
right about the
Space Jam 2, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just to speak on LeBron.
Wait, who?
You know LeBron's doing Space Jam 2?
Yo, they say this is about to be intense. Like I don't know if I should. I'm not getting. I don't know if I should get as excited as I'm getting excited, or should I do my excitement and just chill and let it like.
I mean, you always want to temper your expectations, but I think it's going to be pretty good because Ryan Coogler is producing it. Ryan Coogler did Creed and Black Panther, so like.
Listen, that's what I heard, and we're not pro-black people, but we're plural the blacks. But no, right?
We're pro-black people.
No, that's what I heard. I was like, yo, they gave, because after he did Black Panther, I felt to myself, all right, we ain't gonna see a movie from him for the next 10 years. Because when shit like that happens,
yeah,
it'd be like, all right, you got to sit down for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard, what? Because he did a little bit of directing low key for certain TV series, but nothing too crazy where they said, where he said, okay, put my name on it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, and I was like, what? Yo, that's going to be, when is that movie coming out?
I feel like it's supposed to be 2021, but I mean, with Corona, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Right? What the fuck? Like 2021.
Yeah.
Can you put the Tesla in the sky in 2021? It's so fucking crazy. 2021.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Space Jam. But that would be dope, though.
Yeah,
give me
I'm excited
Space
for that.
Jam. At least give us a Space Jam movie in the 2020s.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for that.
That was weird.
And I think they're done shooting, so like, I think they just.
But did you find out who else is playing in that movie?
As far as the other athletes, I don't know the, I don't know the name of the actress who's going to be playing his wife and everything, but I know Damian Lillard's in it. I know Anthony Davis is in it. Draymond Green is in it.
Okay. He's like, I'm going to call out all the athletes. I was asking about the actors and actresses.
Oh, you were asking about the actors? Okay, nah, I don't know. No, it's one.
I didn't ask you about forwards and point guards and shit. Anthony Davis.
I don't know. I don't know who they. I don't know who she is. I mean, I could probably look it up, but but yeah. Anyway, back to Uncut Gems.
What was like for real? Uncut. I'm like, man, we had Uncut Gems. Least favorite part.
Yeah. Mine honestly is. Oh wait, let me do my favorite performance. It'll be quick. It's Adam Sandler.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was amazing. Like.
Yes. No, I agree.
Yeah. Least favorite part for me. Oh, go ahead.
But only reason I would not mind seeing, what's his side chick's name in the movie?
Oh, Julia Fox. Oh, her name's Julia in the movie. And her real name's
Julia Fox. I'm totally interested in Julia in more movies now.
Oh, for sure.
Being that it was one of my favorite performances.
Yes.
She was a key role in whatever how it was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, in certain aspects of whatever situation it is, I really enjoyed her because I think this was her acting debut.
Yeah, she had done like small like music videos and stuff like that, but like in a film, like this was her debut.
I'm gonna say everybody. It was everyone's acting debut.
I mean, damn near.
right, pretty much in certain aspects, but minus the ones that were like, "Oh, nigga, I saw you."
Right, Lakeith and Adam.
And now when I say nigga, I'm talking about Arnold. Like,
yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you in the movie? What you doing?" But she was one of my favorites.
Yeah, same here.
I really enjoyed her performance.
Yeah,
I would
was
agree
great.
with you. Howard was great. And his side bitch was great.
Okay, so least favorite part for me.
What was your least favorite part?
You know what? As great as Adam was, there was one part that wasn't so good. That felt like a little bit more of the
let's see.
Netflix
Let's see
movies
if
he
we're
made.
on the same page.
Okay, maybe. Oh, so it was the scene where she comes in the office and she shows him the tattoo, and they both start crying.
Thinking I don't know, everybody's not ever going right.
I know.
I'm so sad. I'm so fucked up.
Yeah, I'm really upset too.
I was like, ugh.
You're right, see, bro. That's why we are brother and sister because that was. I'm like, what the fuck is it? I was like, this nigga is not up here. It's not, and she,
yeah, that wasn't
because the second one was that sex scene. They could have left that whole weird little shit they was trying to do wherever it was. Like,
when they were in the apartment. I mean, I kind of like that because she's fine as hell. So, like,
she is fine as hell, and like a little bit of me, kind of okay. It was just the beginning part.
No, I got yeah.
But that tattoo, but the no, not that one. Oh, so that wasn't sexy. I'm like, it wasn't a sex scene that I didn't like. It was this part where like he walked in and she was in the bed with some girl, and like it was just that whole part. It was like, why is this here? Like, why is this part in the movie right now? It's
I guess it was just to introduce the whole apartment and all that.
Yeah, I get it, but I didn't like it. It was horrible. It's like, ugh. Get away. Get me out of here. I feel like he brought me to the apartment with him. Right. Like, I was not down for a whole foursome tonight. I thought it was just me and you, Adam. That's what I felt like. So
right. Because she's like, you gonna keep yelling or you gonna climb in?
Right. And it was like, well, fuck you all. I don't like any dirty stinking bitches. But no, that tattoo part, because I understand. He got a lot of shit going on. But what the fuck? Don't look at me right now. Don't look at me. Oh, shit. Don't ever let us see you like that.
Yeah,
okay?
that wasn't
I'm just being honest with the media. Like, yes, we want to see you at your lowest. But ain't nobody trying to see snot come down your nose, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're Emily, Saquisha, or Rachel. They are going to tell somebody you have snot down your nose. Do you want somebody to know you have snot down your nose and crying about a fucking tattoo? Richard, are you listening to this right now? So don't do what Howard did in Uncut Gems. That was our least favorite moment. We didn't like that shit.
Yeah, man.
It's bullshit.
And to his credit, to Adam Sandler's credit, I was watching a couple interviews. He admitted, he was like, "I'm not the best on scene crier." So he's like, "I didn't." I didn't do too good.
but Loki, Adam's been crying for years.
That's
like,
true. That's true.
It was just the dynamic of why they had him crying. Yeah. Like, no. And everything about it was like, no, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, they could have had them come back together differently. But
I would have been cool with it.
Yeah. They could have just cut it a little short, cut it shorter, than it went a little long.
Way long.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay.
Who won the movie for you?
Character-wise?
Did you understand this question? So basically it can be whatever. It could be who won it or what won it. Like
No.
it can be
No, I know.
whatever.
The who I believe I won it. Julia won it because of the fact that, with everything going on, like the main character is Howard. You know, he introduced us to all these other characters that are connected to him through connections. Over the period of time of everything happening with the movie, all of the relationships were severed, or at the end of the day, you die, so your last relationships are just discontinued.
Yeah.
And so I think about each character and who gains the most. And because, like I said, my right now, the fact that, okay, do you feel you have everything? Nope, I don't have enough money. Who has the most money out of all these characters right now that has won? Realize, because there are times where Julia was just like, you know what, fuck you, Howard.
Yeah.
You know, there's time where he'd be like, so she won. She won. I came out here, I was your dummy, I was your side bitch, I did everything you asked me to do, I did this and I did that. You know, you told me to go over here and bet this money, I bet this money, and I got your money, you told me to come back. So where the fuck do I go with this money? Well, it's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I'm sorry you did, but I'm leaving.
That's a good way to look at it. That's like, I'm sure she's gonna be hurting because like that's the love of her life, as she said.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but 1.6 will help.
Right? You know, like, but who do you feel won the movie?
I think I'm gonna say it's Howard because I think he finally got put out of his misery. You know, like I know as much as he loved betting and all that, but like that's a stressful ass life. Like he was balancing so many things all at once, and then on top of that, balancing his habit. Like, and then he finally just like he can just let it go. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So I got.
You know what? Now that you said, I still don't agree with the women, cool. But I do like how you broke that down. I mean, at the end of the day, he won his battle. Mm-hmm. He totally won his battle in this movie of, you know.
You can argue KG won. He got his opal.
Right, he got his, exactly right. At the end of the day, I didn't have to pay because Howard told him each gem was almost between $100,000 to $300,000.
Yeah.
It was way more than what Kevin paid for it. So he came up on the scum, and now you got something you believe will help you get you a championship ring, which it did it. But you know,
it damn sure didn't. Yeah, because if that was a 2012,
it's okay. Don't throw it in my face now. Wait a minute now, bro. You know I'm about to subject now. Don't do that to me now, bro. Don't do that to me. I'm just saying. I've acknowledged it didn't help him.
I was just saying. That was the 2012 playoffs.
It, but at the end of the day, how many? What's your team again, bro?
A certain number 6. Went off.
You know, just go ahead on and just go. We ain't even going all the way over there to the left right side. We trying to do all that stuff because you already know the refs was paid. They was doing all type of stuff. You see how they foul two shots that one game? It's just like, how you do that? I'm just saying, but we ain't gonna do all that. That's not even the type of time. We don't not right now. We don't even do all that. But you know, at the end of the day, I would totally tell people, obviously you can't go to the theater.
Yeah, not right now. But you can watch it at home.
You can watch it at home. You think they're going to put it on Netflix? I would think with this whole deal with them.
They might, but they it's on. You can rent it on iTunes and it's like everywhere you can get it now. So
right,
you know, and then it's like you can walk into Walmart and go buy it if you want.
Buy it, right? I swear, you know what? Now I want to just start buying DVDs. I'm talking shit tomorrow. I'll probably like screw a DVD, but that's pretty cool.
I mean, but you don't need the physicals. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right? I mean, I got to watch it. I just think that, like, you know, this was one of those movies. Which was probably like, oh, racist. But, you know, like, because there's movies where you're like, oh, back in the day where, and if you watch it now, it doesn't really have as much substance as it did back then.
Right.
But that's still your favorite movie, or like you still like the movie. Like, it was like, man, that was my movie coming up. And that's how I feel about it's not my favorite, but I like it a lot that
Right.
it's there.
And it's going to be one of the ones you
15
remember.
years from now, exactly, 15 years from now when we're actually flying our cars and stuff, I won't be able to understand it like that because I'm just good. But I'll probably be able to appreciate it. Like, man,
Right.
what is that? Because they'll probably be playing basketball in the air or something, or like through like teleportation. I don't know, like that. What teleport? What's that when like hologram? So like they're somewhere else, but like
I hope not. Let's keep
be
the
like,
game
yes,
pure.
they used to play on a court, real on a court with a basketball. I don't know what this shit is today.
That's the game would definitely be different then.
Probably what our uncles and shit say. They'd be like, I don't know what this stuff. Shut up. It's a game, Uncle. Shut the fuck up. Just watch it. But exactly, just like with this movie, shut the fuck up and go watch it. It's really cool.
For sure.
I really enjoy it.
For sure. No, yeah, I loved it. It was I think it was
every character. You know how sometimes you're like, well, they ain't need to be in the movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Every character, even from the father-in-law.
Yeah, like everybody
From
served
the
their
father-in-law
purpose. The kids.
to the son.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that part in the movie when he was sitting in the back of the car and he was like, Dad, so who was the girl? Who they say you brought some girl or something? It's like, Mom wasn't over here. He's like, don't say that. Don't say that no more. Don't say that no more. It was like everybody had a cool part.
Mm-hmm. And even the son was becoming a little gambler.
Like, right? Big guy, a little hefty.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was my number 5 of my top 10 last year, so it was one of my favorite movies to watch last year.
Okay. You know what? If I watched it last year, I probably would have said the exact same thing. With everything going on now, it was just being released, so not many are nice, but I really, really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot.
Okay, so we're at the last question, and it's the namesake of the podcast. So, was Uncut Gems that cinema or that's not cinema?
That's cinema. Wait, is that cinema bad?
No, that cinema is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not cinema. It's like, it's not even worth being in the
put
theater.
that shit to DVD, exactly, or whatever.
Yeah, you do want them straight to DVD
cinema.
joints. Yeah, I agree.
That's cinema. I totally would have enjoyed being in the theater. I said I watched it home. Like I said, it took me 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in the theater, I'm eating it with popcorn, just enjoying it in that moment.
For
you know what I'm saying? Totally that cinema. Totally a nice movie to enjoy. So get you a nice thing of popcorn, just chill and watch the movie, like in the nice vibe. Exactly. So yeah, totally that cinema, bro.
All right.
What you think?
We did it.
Yay! I did good.
You did great. You have any I don't know, you want to plug your stuff again, or you want to have any lasting thoughts or whatever?
Okay, well now, Tim, just now, well, no, at the end of the day, I thank you so much for putting me on here. And again, you guys, look out for Project 84. You know, Instagram us. Fuck that, bro. Just put that beginning part I said. Fuck all that other shit.
I got you. I'll add all that stuff
part, figure it out. I'm totally excited to hear it. I can't wait. I thank you so much, bro, for this. This was a cool opportunity.
Thank you for coming on.
Definitely. Anytime.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have you back on for sure.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Well, bro, I gotta go. So I will be talking, but I gotta go tend to little man, okay?
Okay.
We'll be talking. Love you, bro.
All right, love you more. All right, that was Rachel. She was wonderful to have on. That's exactly why I wanted her on. And it was the perfect movie to have her on for as well. So, yeah, that's it. That's Uncut Gems. Those are our thoughts. As always, if a movie makes you feel anything at all, that's cinema. Peace.
Value of a film that's like a theme park film, for example, the Marvel type pictures. where the theaters become amusement parks. That's a different experience. And it's like, it's not even, I was saying earlier, it's not cinema, it's something else. Not cinema, it's something else. Not cinema, it's something else. Not cinema, it's something else.